What is up, you guys? It's your boy DJ Lil back with another tutorial. It's a new year. Let's do new things. Now we're back at it. Now today we're gonna talk about scales and chords. Now I've seen a couple plugins that really act like scales and chords, but not really like scales and chords. But hey, they have it in Cubase. They have it in Reason. We're gonna do the one in Reason because that's the most that I use, and that's the one I like, and I feel like it has a lot more function. But before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. Give this video a thumbs up at the end if you like it, to keep the channel going. Now let's get down to beeswax. Alright guys, so we now in Reason as always, so let's get down to scales and chords. So it's really a plugin that they included in Reason, and it really comes with Reason. And like I said, I've seen it in Cubase as well, but the way it functions in Cubase is not the way it functions in here. Here is just beast, guys. It's just something amazing to change your whole workflow. So you go to where you find your instruments here, to the browser, then you go to players, and as you can see, scales and chords is just down here. You grab it, just drag it over here, right? So what it will do, it will introduce a default piano that comes with Reason as well. And if I bring my own screen keyboard there and play chords, you can hear it's playing now. But let's focus really on that scales and chords, because if you drag it like that on an instrument and play, say, keys, it's gonna give you a simple basic notation as always, the one you know as 3 fingers. And let's say, for example, I place this letter A here, A, which is C on the keyboard in the software, right? So if I place A, you can see it gives you a whole major C chord, right? That's C. And then if you move, it's still gonna give you other keys. But before we get into that, let's start with where you would want to start. Let's say you want to start with a key, right? So to your left here, where it says scales, that's where you get your keys. Every key is there. You say major keys, right? So all the major chords are really there. You go to D flat. D flat is gonna bring you over here. And the good thing is, this is gonna help you to learn as well. If you don't know a little bit of theory and all that, well, you don't need that in this case. But hey, it really shows you the scale. So any key out of this, whatever is displaying here, is gonna be off chord or out of chord, right? So the keys that you can possibly place are the ones displayed on this little display here, which it says key and scale. So this is a scale, right? So if I go play on the keyboard, whatever I play is gonna play in key, right? So it doesn't matter what I'm pressing, but as you can see, even if I place something out of it, it's still gonna play an actual key, right? But again, you can also go next to that button, the one that says filter notes. If you press that, it's gonna filter all the notes that are outside that scale, right? This is how it's gonna teach you anyway. So how it shows here is how it's really on your keyboard, right? So if you follow the chords as displayed on the display now, as you can see now, if I place any key out of the scale, it's not gonna play whatsoever, because now I've filtered the note, right? So if I turn that filter off, then you're freelancing. You're placing whatever you need. So first of all, it's just that key you need, and then you go forth. Now next to it, it's a button that says chords, right? So here, if you turn this off, well, you have normal chords, right? If you turn it on, Well, the chords are here, right? And this is where you even select. Now this section is even essential. Well, this is best. Now you can even select here on the notes whether you want your fingers pressing 4 notes or 5. You know, you switch it here. As you can see, of basic, it comes with 3. Then you can add a note up, right? And then that, if you pray, it's gonna place 4, right? 4. Then if you go up, it's gonna place about 5. Now, even me, I don't know that theory and how it goes whatsoever. I wouldn't play that key in normal sense, but here I can. What I can do whatever, right? So I'll keep these to 4, right? I keep it to 4, and you see, as beautiful as it can. Now you have the ability to also change how you play them, because every key it has variations about 3 times, right? The way you can place them differently, it has about variations 3 times. So here you have a lot of variations here. It has 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Now check this out. On 0, I press the root key C, right? Which in this case we're still in the D flat major scale, but I'm placing C, which is bit of C on the keyboard, right? And then it triggers this up, right? So if I go to the inversion, right, and push it up, it's gonna bring another type of inversion, like another way you would play it, right? So you would use the first one maybe in the first variation, and then when coming back on the second loop, you can use the other variation. But hey, you figure it out. But this is what this inversion does, right? So I'll keep this on 0, and then I'll go to the next button, which says open chords. Now these are the chords that are most difficult to play if you don't know how to play a piano, which I also don't know anyway. But if you say open chords here, well, you have added advantage on playing those chords like a pro. Like anyway, if I place that key now, you can hear now it's sprayed all over the keyboard. Now if I close it, check. You see, now it's closed up. The fingers are closed, are closed together. So I put the open one, then let me keep it there for now, and then I go to the next button, which says add, right? This, now you can use it to add octaves. You can add an octave up, an octave down, and then you can add color. Well, let's go and see what these settings do anyway. So you switch. I like the down one, boo. I like the down one proper. So when you say octave down here, and check when I play that chord now, it has added a bass key, right? Which obviously when you're placing on the keyboard, you would need both your hands playing the keyboard. Well, not anymore in actual sense, in this sense. Then if I add octave up, it's gonna take that down, that low key, and add it up, right? Add another key up on the octave, right? I really don't like using that, but anyway, you can experiment with this, see what really will work for you. So let's see what color does. I add color there. You see, it's a whole lot of bunch of chords. Well, say I put it back to 3 notes, and then I play. You see, that color button is still there. Okay, let me remove the color and play. You see? So, as we said, keep it on 4. And then, let's see. Now, there's also like 2 ways on how you can deal with the recording on this. Because if I go ahead and record, this is going to record a single note. This is what I mean. So, I go to reason here. Let's say, wait, let me change my buffer size here. Let me put it there. Okay, we're good. So let's say I'm here and I want to record, right? So this is what happens. So I play. right? You can see it's all single notes, right? I go into the piano roll, it's single notes. Now it's like, that's ridiculous. So how am I going to deal with it anyway? Okay, now the best part is if you can do like this and you want the full chords to appear so you can manipulate them how you want, which is what I do anyway. You can come to here on Scales and Chords. There's this button that says send to track, right? If you press this, it's going to replace whatever you have recorded into full notes now. Now you can go inside the piano roll and you do your variations. I mean, the velocity or whatsoever, the slides and all that in here, right? Move it, edit it how you want it. There you go. I have fun all day doing Scales and Chords and all, right? So, I mean, if there's something that I've missed here, make sure to leave it in my comments. Give this video a thumbs up just to help the channel, and make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time with another banger tutorial.